Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Pusarla Sindhu, India. And on my left, Tai Tzu Ying, Chinese Taipei.
Well, more support, I think, for Tai Tzu Ying.
Pusarla Sindhu to serve. Level play.
So it's the Olympic silver medalist, far side of the court, that gets this final underway. Tai Tzu Ying in her 5th final of the year, her 4th Super Series tournament final of the year, which makes her the most successful player in women's singles Super Series this year. There's one other player that's been in 4 finals, and that's Sun Yu. She's lost all 4 finals. Tai Tzu Ying has won one of her Super Series, 3 previous Super Series finals, and that was the Indonesia Premier Super Series.
1-0.
Well, both these players, an absolute delight to watch. Tai Tzu Ying, the most adventurous of players, I think. She seems to be able to play shots from just about anywhere, and they're going for one of the sort of shots that I'm talking about. Plays with huge disguise, plays with a wonderfully relaxed hitting motion. And Pusarla, Sindhu, is one of the best fighters on court. And my goodness me, hasn't the player from Hyderabad improved her net play and her defensive play over the last couple of years. Well, I was saying one of these two will win a 2nd Super Series title of the year. There's 3 other players who've achieved that. At least 2. Of course, Ratchanok Intanon has won 3 in 3 weeks. That was extraordinary. What a good rally. The other 2 players to have won 2 women's singles titles this year is Akane Yamaguchi. She actually won back-to-back titles, but not consecutive weeks. She won the Korean Open and then the Denmark Open, and Herbing Jiao, she's won 2 titles as well. Oh, that's going wide.
4-3.
That's gone wide. And this has been a good start from the former champion, Tai Tzu Ying. Well, she is one of only 2 players from her country to win titles here, and that applies to both players. Well, I need to rephrase that, don't I? Because Pusarla Sindhu has never won a title here. There's been 2 Indian players who have won titles here. And that, of course, in the women's singles, Saina Nehwal 6 years ago. And then in the men's singles, very first Hong Kong Open in 1982, Prakash Padukone. As far as players from Chinese Taipei, the only other winner was Indonesian-born Fung Pamadi back in 1996, 20 years ago.
6-all.
It's a good fight back, isn't it?
Service over. 7-6.
Oh, that's delightful. Well, what did I say about the improvement with her net play?
7-all.
Oh, that's incredible defence. But in the end, to no avail. That's a good rally again.
Service over. 8-all.
Well, we know she must be in good form to beat Carolina Marin, the world and Olympic champion, twice in 2 weeks. Beat her a week ago in the quarter-final stage. Oh, this is excellent quality. Pace of movements, pace of shot. Very, very good indeed. Oh, my goodness. Well, that is just sensational. Well, a whole array of shots there from Tai Tzu Ying, showing off her repertoire of shots. I mean, she has a 3-point advantage at the mid-game interval.
Twenty seconds. 20 seconds. Go. 11-8. Play.
Oh, that's just phenomenal.
12-8.
She's got wonderful movements as well, Tai Tzu Ying. Just seems to glide around the court. Yeah, and there's another one of those adventurous shots where she plays the drop with disguise and plays it with such precision. Look at that. That's ridiculous. She took it so late. She took it about shoulder height and played the winner. No, this is actually a run of 6 straight points. Yeah, that's precision too. Punch clear. Now, of course, Tai Tzu Ying is hitting against the drift, so that is likely to stay in. PV Sindhu not having that luxury from the far end. Got to be careful with her clears and her lifts.
15-8.
Well, 8 straight points now for Tai Tzu Ying. From 7-8 down. Yeah. Finds the line.
Service over. 9-15.
That's a nice angle.
10-15.
Yeah, she's got great skills too, hasn't she? PV Sindhu, but not quite the disguise and the imagination of shot of her opponent.
Service over. 16-10.
Just wide.
Service over.
Well, of course, with both these players having won a Super Series
11-16.
title this year, and this being the last of the 12 Super Series tournaments, it means that we'll only have 7 different players win the 12 women's singles titles this year.
Service over.
And that's the same as last year. 7 different players picked up the
11.
12 titles. Missed it. Yeah, well, she had to go for it because she knew the strings were broken in her racket. You've got to go for a winner because you really haven't got an awful lot of control with any shot.
Okay, thank you. 18-11. Play.
that backhand. That's outrageous. Yeah. Well, I can remember a few years ago in tennis, John McEnroe saying that Justine Henin had the best looking backhand in the sport, better than Roger Federer's. Well, I reckon Tai Tzu Ying's got the best looking backhand in the whole of badminton, including all the men's singles player.
13-18.
Wow, on earth did she get the first one back? How'd she get the last two back?
14,
Full stretch here. And then look at this. That's outrageous. She wasn't even watching where the shuttle was, and she still made contact and got it back. But not that third one. Justine Henin, yeah, what a delightful player she was to watch on a tennis court. Tai Tzu Ying.
14-18.
Very similar in so many ways when you compare the two different sports. Style of play I'm talking about. Two points away from this opening game. Well, going for a backhand smash, and that's the imagination that I was referring to earlier. The prize shots that very few other women's singles players would try.
Game point 15.
Game point opportunities. That's gone wide, and the former champion Tai Tzu Ying closes out the opening game on her first game point opportunity. 21-15 in a little over 18 minutes.
启动这个东西要把它做好一点，不要急着跳出去，然后注意回防这个东西，要把脚第一个把脚做好，按自己的送球，自己要思考一下，不要太急啊。好，节奏要掌握好啊。这边的话一样是这半边会比较不好打，他的那半边，他正手那半边，所以有时候在送，你可以多往那边送一点，知道吗？你看你刚才推正手，他都有中啊，推正手都有中。
You can see that she's wearing a badge there that says Solibad, and that's Badminton Without Borders, a charity that does an awful lot of good work for underprivileged children around the world. And I can tell you that happening right now at the moment, there is a tournament going on with some youngsters that were helped by Solibad, and a tournament was organised by French schools in this region of the world, and the Indonesian children that were orphans and didn't have anywhere to live. They played the tournament a couple of years ago. They had to borrow rackets, they had to borrow shoes, and I know Rexy Manaki, former Olympic champion, has been coaching some of those homeless children, and this week they've been playing the tournament again, and unbelievably those children have won 14 out of the 18 medals. So that's the sort of wonderful work that Solibad does, and it's hugely supported by some of the top badminton players. It really is wonderful. And of course Tai Tzu Ying is one of the ambassadors. My goodness me, what on earth happened there? What happened there? Completely mistimed it. Well, block into the net there from Tai Tzu Ying. I know her coach was urging her not to rush in trying to win the points too quickly, and he was quite sensibly talking about control from that far side of the court, as that last shot showed, because hitting with the drift, as Tai Tzu Ying now is from that far side of the court, she's got to be very careful hitting to her opponent's back of the court, because the shuttle is likely to go long. Oh my goodness. Just wide. What a rally. My goodness me. What an inspirational shot from Tai Tzu Ying. This one here. Oh no, that's the final one. I was hoping to see the cross-court drive. That was just turned the momentum of the rally. Now her coach will be pleased with that. Simple smash straight down the line, followed up well. And she holds that shot when she comes forward to the net. Tai Tzu Ying holds it for so long, you can't guess which way it's going to go. So back level in these early stages of this second game. Well, a wonderful jump smash there that brought gasps from the crowd.
5-4.
And followed up well. That is outrageous. How does she do that? Look at this. I said just a moment ago, didn't I, about how she holds her racket out ready and she leaves the shot to the last moment. The last one was a straight push. That one a little guided shot across court. Yeah.
Service over. 6-5.
Well, that's surprising to me. That went long. Whereas that doesn't surprise me at all.
7-6. Service over. 7-all.
Look at that backhand. What a good rally. Yeah, that's fabulous. Wonderful badminton.
8-7. Play.
Oh. Well, the touch and feel on that little block from Tai Tzu Ying. Look at that. Hit the top of the tape before going over. That's just delightful, isn't it? Ready to pounce on the next one too. Well, when Tai Tzu Ying is in this sort of form, which is probably, in my opinion, the best player in the world, she can beat anyone, and has done.
Service over. 9-all.
Well, the problem for PV Sindhu is she knows she's got to try and play really tight to the net, because if she doesn't, Tai Tzu Ying is going to pounce on it. And therefore, in trying to play tight, she's making 1 or 2 errors. Wide and long.
10-0.
That's great retrieving from Sindhu. Oh, she's missed it. Would you believe it? And that's the thing with Tai Tzu Ying. She can play magical shots. And she can also play 1 or 2 unforced errors. And if as an opponent, you can just hang in there long enough to wait for some of those errors to start coming, as PV Sindhu seems to be doing at the moment. Just look at this. Really should have put that away, and look at the reaction. Pusarla delighted. Look, she's only half court, and look at the disappointment from Tai Tzu Ying.
20 seconds. Thank you, coach. Thank you.
2个来回多耐心一点，不要急着就要决胜负啦。
谢谢。谢谢。
Well, Tai Tzu Ying's coach urging her that don't panic, don't rush, you're playing well.
11-10. Play. Service over. 11.
Yes, there's some Indian fans in here. They've been quite vocal all week, the Indian fans. Always good to have them at the badminton. Yeah, it was an opportunity. Half opportunity. Oh, that is just amazing. Well, the words of wisdom from her coach: don't panic, you're playing well, keep doing the same thing, keep patient, don't rush it.
Thank you. Please.
Well, I remember in the Denmark Super Series final, I thought Tai Tzu Ying was just hitting too many unforced errors. Today, so far,
13-11.
she's played
Play.
a very tight game indeed. Oh, that's delightful. What a good block from PV Sindhu.
12-13. Service over. 14-12.
Oh, good net exchange. That is fabulous. Well, it's better than good net exchange. That is absolutely superb. Look at this. Cross-court net shot played to perfection. And that was off a net cord from her opponent. Unbelievable.
Service over. 13-15.
Well, time is running out for PV Sindhu.
16-13.
Certainly not lack of effort. She's giving it her all. And that's the problem. If she plays Tai Tzu Ying to the back of the court, Tai Tzu Ying
17-13.
is playing with great angles and great imagination. And if PV Sindhu plays it back to the net, then every time Tai Tzu Ying comes in, she's so tricky. You just don't know where it's going to go, whether it's a net shot, whether it's a push, whether it's a cross court, whether it's straight. Yeah, and that's what you have to do. You have to play a virtually perfect net shot to force the error.
14-17. Service over. 18-15.
Moving quickly is Tai Tzu Ying. Look at that. Look at that net shot. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And again. Oh! Brilliant! Rally of the match. 2 dives there from Tai Tzu Ying. How on earth did she get that one back? Then she dives again. What a rally.
Thank you, players. Thank you. Right. Service over. 16-18.
Oh, it's phenomenal, isn't it?
Service over.
Wonderful touch at the net. 2 points away from her second
16.
Super Series title of the year. 2 points away from her second Hong Kong Open in 2 years. Match point opportunities for the former champion to regain the title won in 2014. Extraordinary defence again. I don't believe it. Oh! Well, she was going to leave it, suddenly realised she needed to play it. But my goodness me, what a wonderful display by both players. Look at this. Again, another cross-court net shot. There's the indecision. It's unbelievable shots earlier on in the rally as well.
Sindhu.
So one of the 4 match points has been well saved by PV Sindhu. But this time, a second match point opportunity is converted. And for Tai Tzu Ying, a second Hong Kong Open title to add to the one won here 2 years ago. It's a second Super Series title of the year to add to the Indonesia Premier Super Series. Well, when Tai Tzu Ying is playing well, she's the most delightful player to watch. And quite frankly, I'm not sure any player in the world could cope with her form today. And it's of huge credit to Pusarla Sindhu that she managed to make the match so close, 21-15, 21-17 in 41 minutes. This, the final rally, the moment of victory. Well, if our other 4 finals today are half as good as that, we're in for a real treat. So the players wait to be called forward for the prize presentation. Well, it was the 3rd Super Series tournament final today for Pusarla Sindhu, a 12th for Tai Tzu Ying. And it's the 6th time that Tai Tzu Ying will stand on top of the podium. I'm not quite sure why the delay.
Please welcome the prize presenting guest, Mrs. Carrie Lam, Chief Secretary for Administration of the HKSR, accompanied by Mr. Tô Mai Lun, Chairman of the Hong Kong Badminton Association. 有請政務司司長林鄭月娥女士，由湯偉倫主席陪同。Dr. Tong Yin Tai, President of the Hong Kong Badminton Association. 香港羽毛球總會會長江英佳博士。Mr. William Ko, Chairman of the Major Sports Events Committee. 大型體育事務委員會主席方威林先生。Mr. Harry Regional Director of
Well, the
Sunrise
prize
and Company
presenters
Pte.
being
Limited.
introduced to the fans.
And Mr. Lee Wood, Chief Executive Officer, MetLife Hong Kong. 大都會人壽保險有限公司行政總裁 Mr. Lee Wood。Yonex Sunrise 2016香港公開羽毛球超級賽，大都會人壽世界羽聯世界超級賽系列女子單打 Women's Single of Yonex Sunrise Hong Kong Open Badminton Championship 2016, part of the MetLife BWF World Super Series. 亞軍 runner-up Pusarla Sindhu from India.
Pusarla Sindhu, the Olympic silver medalist, the winner of her maiden Super Series title last week at the China Premier event this week, has to settle for second best. But the champion, Tai Tzu Ying, a second title here in Hong Kong, a sixth Super Series title in total.
To present the medal.
So the silver medal first to PV Sindhu. Well, if you had asked her before these last 2 weeks if she would have been happy with a win and a runner-up spot in the two tournaments, I'm sure she would have grabbed it with both hands. But there'll be obvious disappointment, I know, because she's a great champion and great champions hate to lose. But she was beaten by a better player today. When Tai Tzu Ying is in that sort of form, well, I'm not sure there's anyone in the world who can beat her.
Thank you, Mrs. Lam. Next we have Mr. Kaka to present the prize money.
So $30,000 for the winner.
跟住我哋請高榮先生為我哋獻花。We now have Mr. William Ko to present the bouquet.
Well, as I say, for a second consecutive year, 7 different players winning the women's singles titles at the 12 Super Series events, and that's a healthy situation, I think, to be in. Oh, you only go back to 2014 and 9 of the 12 tournaments were won by Chinese players.
With the winners. 有請各位頒獎嘉賓同兩位優勝球手合照。
So the presentation party posed for the photographers along with the 2 finalists.
Thank you, honored guests. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, a round of applause for Pusarla Sindhu from India and Tai Tzu Ying, Chinese hardware.
Yeah, that's nice. Good sportsmanship shown by both players.
Thank you for your excellent performance in Hong Kong, Sindhu. We look forward to seeing you again. 大志英，恭喜你哦！非常非常精彩的演出。 Thank you.神乎其技戴資穎，第2次喺香港奪得冠軍。好啦，各位嘉賓，跟住落嚟咧，我哋有一個致送感謝狀同埋紀念品嘅儀式。Ladies and gentlemen, we now move on for presentation ceremony。我哋請香港羽毛球總會主席湯偉倫太平紳士致送紀念品。We would like to call upon Mr. Tom Weiland, MHJP, Chairman of the Hong Kong Badminton Association Limited, to present a souvenir to the President of Badminton, Eric Hoyer.
Thank you, dear.
Hi, here.
Thank you very much. And the Badminton World Federation would also like to present a souvenir to the Hong Kong Badminton Association. 世界羽聯呢，亦都借呢個機會啦，向香港羽毛球總會致送紀念品。
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Okay. 主席呢度。In the middle, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hoyer. 請當主席留步，因為跟住我哋會想請湯偉倫主席啦，為我哋致送感謝狀。And next we have Chairman Mr. Tom Weiland to present certificate of appreciation。首先請香港公開賽冠名贊助商 Yonex Sunrise title sponsor of the Hong Kong Open Yonex Sunrise。
多謝。
哦，中間。
Thank you。
Thank you。
跟住請世界羽聯超級賽冠名贊助商大都會人壽 Next title sponsor of the BWF World Super Series MetLife。
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for the support.
This long middle。
Thank you。
Thank you very much.
跟住請香港急症專科學院 Hong Kong College of Emergency Medicine。多謝晒 ，Thank you。Last but not least， 香港聖約翰救傷隊 Hong Kong St John Ambulance。
好啊，呢度啊，多謝。
哦，呢度中間。OK。
多謝聖約翰救傷隊，多謝湯偉倫主席 ，Thank you。各位嘉賓、各位觀眾，接住落嚟係今日第2項嘅決賽，請各位欣賞。
So the first of our finals complete up next, and for only the 5th time in the history of the Super Series, an all-Indonesian mixed doubles final. It is the Olympic champions Tantowi Ahmad and Liliana Nasir against the All-England champions Praveen Jordan and Debbie Susanto. After that we'll have men's singles, then women's doubles and men's doubles. Well, as far as the mixed doubles destination Dubai is concerned, it's very simple. The top 8 on that list all qualify, but if Jordan and Susanto, currently at number 5, if they win today's final, they will actually finish the year at number 4, pushing down the Chinese pair of Sheng Shiwei and Chen Qingchen. If Ahmad and Nasir were to win today's final, well, they will swap places with Praveen Jordan and Debbie Susanto. So there's a little bit riding on this. Both pairs have qualified for the Super Series finals, but with the rivalry between the two players, they will be anxious who ends up higher than the other. Well, as far as the draw is concerned, 5 different nations involved by quarter-final stage, but only 3 seeds and 1 qualifier, and that qualifier from Korea went through to the semi-final stage, and they had a tremendous match against the All-England champions and number 2 seeds. In the top half of the draw, well, in only their 5th tournament together, the new Hong Kong pair of Tang and Si, well, for them to be in the semi-final of a Super Series, that they should be mighty proud about. But of course they lost in 2 straight games to the Olympic champions. So the players invited to march in, led in by Liliana Nasir, appearing today in her 4th final here, a 4th mixed doubles final here. She was champion in 2007 with Nova Widianto and reached the final with him on 2 other occasions, 2006 and 2009. For the All-England champions, Praveen Jordan and Debbie